Hello, my name is Brittany. Welcome to Metanoia Tarot. I think this video is going to look strange because of the angle of the video. No, I don't think it's gonna look weird. It'll look fine. Okay, I'm just kind of looking. Anywho, my name is Brittany. This is Metanoia Tarot. Hello, Aries placements. Let's chat. The Work Your Light deck oracle card that you pulled. Mirror. See, like I don't even know how to show you the this is weird how I have the camera, but mirror, who or what is triggering you? And I think what's interesting about this card coming out, and then the first card to come out for you guys was the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about your intuition, number one, but also self-improvement on like a spiritual level. I always see this, there's an awareness. You know who or what is triggering you. You already know what your sensitive points are and where you're not willing to go, where you're willing to go. You're very aware of the boundaries that you would like to set, even if you have not set them already. You're very aware of what it is that you need to work on, what it is that you need to remove from your life, what it is that you want to improve. You know, there's all of that is already understood within you. And also you got the Eight of Swords in the reverse here. So this is like empowerment after coming out of your head about something, possibly coming out of your head about what it is that you need to work on, and possibly what's triggering you as well. So we got this Eight of Swords in the reverse here, saying that you're coming out of your head, you're coming out of clarity. Right here with the Page of Swords in the reverse, you may be putting pressure on yourself because you're trying to do so many things at once. You're not just tackling one issue at a time. You're trying to find a way to do many things at one time. And it's slowing you down. It's like you're triggering yourself, it feels like. Okay, I was making sure the time was still going. Okay. You're making promises to yourself that you can't keep, possibly to other people as well, because you are trying to do so many things at once, and you want to prove to yourself that you can show up, that you can commit, that you can be accountable and things like that. But you may need to slow down. There could possibly be some fears around speaking to others or speaking publicly, possibly. It's like you're moving forward, but you're also scaring yourself back into a bubble as well. We're going to clarify the High Priestess and the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Aries placements, Aries collective. Okay. I'm going to clarify the High Priestess. Okay. Death. Which is, you know, transformation. You are undergoing a transformation. That's what you're, you know, that's what's happening right now. Change. And I think you need to give yourself more credit. You're at the point in this transformation where it's saying, okay, look in the mirror. Who are you? Really? Who do you want to be? Now, what's getting in your way? What's triggering you? What are some things you can change? How do you fix this trigger? How do you heal this trigger? Okay, we got the Four of Spears in the reverse. This may require you to speak. Communicate your thoughts. Communicate your feelings. Okay? And I feel like you have people around you that you can do that to who are going to hear you. Or possibly there's a Scorpio in your life that you can connect with that is going to understand you on a level that most people do not. That you can communicate well to. The Eight of Coins in the reverse. Anytime I see the Eight of Coins or the Seven of Coins in the reverse, it feels like a distraction or not putting in the work that you could be putting in. Possibly, I think there's a way that you can go about this. I think this goes back into the Page of Swords in the reverse. you know, doing, oh yeah, the Page of Swords is also about doing more, doing less, but talking more. Like you're talking a lot, but you're not doing much. And this Eight of Coins in the reverse, kind of, I feel like, is confirming that as well. Especially with the Four of Spears, Four of Wands, that's like good communication. So like your communication could be off because you're doing a lot of it and it doesn't match with your actions. We're going to clarify the Page of Swords in the reverse. With the Ten of Cups in the reverse, there was some sort of letdown, some sort of failure. Something didn't go the way you wanted it to go in terms of a relationship, possibly. And it kind of has you in a space where you're trying to keep busy. It's like you're trying to keep busy from thinking about it. And possibly it could have happened because you were making promises you couldn't keep, or someone was making promises they couldn't keep. A promise wasn't kept. I think it was a big deal, which contributed to the ending of this. So we got the Page of Coins in the reverse. Probably focusing on things that were not as important as they needed to be. We got the King of Swords here, so you're not connecting to your emotions, or you weren't connecting to your emotions. You were probably focusing on something very small. Okay, you got the Ten of Cups here, and you're like, oh, let me get this little bag, though. You focus on this little bag. And it doesn't have to be literally a bag or money, but maybe for some people, you could have been really focused on your career or really focused on your money, and you just forgot to give to the person that you were in a relationship, which resulted in some sort of ending. But also there is, you know, there's this disconnect from your emotions as well, and being very logical. It's like the mind over your heart type thing. Gonna clarify the Eight of Swords in the reverse with the Judgment card. This guy comes up twice. Yeah, I think you're facing yourself. You're facing your coldness, it feels like, or any coldness that was there. It feels like the rest of the like the coldness you know was there. It's like you're getting rid of it, and you're looking at yourself differently now because of whatever revelations that came in. I love that the Judgment card is clarifying the Eight of Swords in the reverse, because the Eight of Swords is you coming out of your head. It is a sense of like personal empowerment. So it's like you giving, it's like you, it's like Judgment Day on yourself. Like, okay, now it's time to change. Now it's time to change, to push through this. Okay. We got the Six of Cups in the reverse. You were stuck in the past about something. There was something about the past that was not allowing you to move forward, and something's woken you up. Something, it feels like cold. It feels cold. Something that woke you up. You ever stepped outside? So it's, okay, so in Georgia, it recently snowed. Okay, it snowed one day, and then the next day it was like raining, and then the next day it was like sunny. It was really weird. But anyways, it was really cold that day. And I remember stepping out and like the cold hitting you in the face. It's like you're hitting yourself in the face. Not really hitting yourself in the face, but you're being faced with yourself. You're being faced with your coldness. Possibly someone else that's just as cold as you. Maybe gave you a taste of your own medicine. Maybe someone of the past that you couldn't let go of. Okay? Five of Spears. Yeah. Five of Spears in the reverse. Peace and harmony. I think after this revelation and after this moment of clarity and coming out of that and having somebody tell you about yourself and being honest with yourself, because we do have the High Priestess here, your intuition, you know, stepping in and you deciding that I'm going to do this self-work and I'm going to be honest in the process and I'm going to be real with myself. And then someone probably says something to you that is right on the same level as where you are with yourself. And it feels like okay, now I can take this lesson and move forward. It's like having that outside validation actually helps you in this instance, because it's not validating like a quote unquote good part of you. It's validating the part of you that was holding you back. And it's like you see that now because someone else said the same thing you've been telling yourself. And it's like now all you want is, you know, that peace and harmony and feeling good rather than being inside your head and stressed out. I think you realize now it's time to really focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. That's the only way you can get through this. Okay, not trying to do everything at once, or you're going to continue to trigger yourself. Okay, I'm trying to hold everything up. Okay, Aries? So I'll see you guys in your next video.